Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. Today, a couple of squads here to square off in a Big 12 showdown. As we'll see, the Baylor Bears taking on the fourth-ranked team of the land, the Tulane Green Wave. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And the returner will be knocked down. The Bears will have some work to do after that short return. And there he is. When you build a tight end, you build one just like this, especially with those reliable mitts, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, he makes big plays in big games. Watch for him on third down in the red zone. He has a chance to leave an impact in this game.
Well, it's so nice to have such a big body that when he's covered, he's open, right? Like, it doesn't matter because he's got great hands and that big frame he can really utilize.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking downfield, it's Bennett. He'll pull it down. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. A 3rd and short coming from their own 20-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Takes a hit as he fires. A strike downfield. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Bears moving quickly to the line.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
It can get pretty wild in the Big 12. Some of these outposts are like snake pits when you have to go on the road. Got to get off to a quick start in conference play.
It is always wacky, Reese. Like, there's always something that happens in the Big 12, and somebody comes out of nowhere in the Big 12 every single year. So starting in conference play, Palmer, these games start to really matter, really add up, and the pressure amplifies.
It's so true, too. When you think about the Big 12 conference, it just seems like teams get caught sleepwalking. So you've got to start fast. And the challenge, I think, for these coaching staffs, these two teams, every week they've got to have their team ready to go, and it starts today.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
They get him on the ground with this running game imposing its will. 6-yard gain down to the 17. The 7th play of this opening drive. They'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. To the ground to try to move the chains. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And on 4th down, here comes the field goal unit.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack.
The fake, they flip it to the kicker. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. The Green Wave offense heads onto the field for their first possession of the game. When you have a weapon like this on the outside, and a guy in the secondary whose job is to take everything away, it's going to be a great matchup, guys.
It's so fun to see how you attack great safeties in the middle of the field. Are you willing to do that? Or you
got a lot of running room. The 40, at the 30. He's at the 10. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. Line gets set, 1st down. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get any breathing room on that last run. Now 2nd and 10 from their own 25. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Linebackers have such an amazing responsibility. Got to play run, got to play pass. How about this? Seeing the run aggressively, getting downhill, and getting in the backfield and making a tackle for a loss.
They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. They're trying to get to it. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
First boot of the day is on its way. He was called on 3 times in that loss last week. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, I find it hard-pressed. They're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, Dave. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Unloads quickly. Slipping, sliding, dancing his way down to the 32.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
And they sniff that draw out. When a draw unit, you really have to sell that pass like you're going to throw the ball down the field, but the defensive line, the defense was not biting it. You could tell they were ready for it. Came, got on the running back, got him on the ground quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Trying to escape and get it himself. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a 1st down. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A 1st down run in the red zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. UCLA is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 17 to Oregon State. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He'll do it himself. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. From the gun, the running back has it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time, the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to throw, it's Bennett. They're working that left side. And he's dragged down. And the Bears headed quickly to the line. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Bears are on the move.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
They try to pop a run on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Now facing a third and long. Gives it to the back on the draw. And they did not let him reach the line to gain. It'll bring up a decision here. And the Bears will send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this when ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They wanted to set the tone, strike quickly. Jesse, they've done exactly that, up 2 touchdowns.
And this quarterback has been dialed in, too. He's been so good reading coverage, going to where the open guy is with the football, and they've been up and down the field, David, so far.
And this defense needs to make something happen right now. You've already given up a couple touchdowns.
He wants to take the top off. Reels it in and goes out of bounds on the left side after the huge gain.
And how about the big strike down the field? I love when offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. First and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tulane! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game, and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances.
Now the defense will try to keep them on this end on third and short from the 21. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Now the defense will try to rise up on third and short from the 21. To the air, it's Bennett. How about that catch and toe tap to get the first down? The Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Looking to throw on second down. And the shot to the middle of the field falls to the turf. Couldn't pick it up on second down. Now they need a couple on third down. They're going to throw it again. Going to try to pop one on the screen. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. And the Bears want to crank the tempo. Going up top on first down. Using the quick game. Across the 25, he's got room. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Baylor.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Here's the return from inside his 10. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to...
Going deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To throw, it's Burns. It's complete on the right side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in New Orleans for a fun first half than you? And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Yulman Stadium.
The Bears will boot it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. A stop and pull maybe gets a yard to the 34. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Keep it on the ground. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? A 3rd and long coming up here. Looking for a man. It's Burns. Gets it out fast. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. And how about this lower intestinal fortitude? 4th and 1 in your own territory, and they're going. They'll go with a direct snap. Bulls his way forward. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
4th and 1. I got to know my situation. I got to know I can't mess around as a running back. I got to get through the hole, make the first down, no matter what. If I got to run somebody over, I'm running straight downhill, straight for those sticks, making sure I get that first down.
This Tulane offense has a great drive going. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. He wants to pass it on 2nd down. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. They'll try to run for it. Looks as if that'll be enough for a Tulane first down.
Offensively, I'm going to take 4 to 6 every quarter. Yes, please. Sign me up for that. I'm going to take that every single time. Great job by the offense. Staying patient, staying true to who they are. You want to run the football. You want to be physical. You want to establish yourself. Check, check, check.
And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Stuck with a running game on 1st down. Now here they come again. Hand off from the shotgun. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
A lot of times defenses blitz to stop the run. This very play right here puts the linebacker, but man, the offense did a great job. Everybody understood what they saw. Running back understood. Pick up a nice positive gain when they were trying to get it.
What an abject disaster by this guy. Running around, never threw it away, and finally forced out of bounds. Big loss forced by the D. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, that one will leave a mark. No good. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Give to the back. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. And the Bears in the hurry up. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Got his man down the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on 3rd down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Here comes the hurry up.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Back to throw, it's Bennett. Trying to get to it. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Finds his tight end. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Bears have it with a 1st and 10.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his protection.
Now they'll run the draw. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Guys, the quarter comes to a close, and Tulane has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. He's going to pass. It's complete to the right. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Line getting set on 2nd down. It's a draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on 4th down. 1st down for this offense. Handoff to the lone back. Oh, gives him the tough stiff arm. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Grabbed behind the line, it's Douglas. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a 3rd down stop. Looking to throw for it. It's complete. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. Really want to try to pick up at least half of the yardage needed on 1st and 10. Shakes off the defender. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Coming up on 2nd down as they try to hold this lead. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. A 3rd down play coming from the 32 as they try to keep the drive going. They'll try to pick up the 1st through the air. Trying to make magic with his feet. Oh, what a caught! Touchdown, Green Wave! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th.
Man, and these hurt, because defensively you got them right where you want them. You got them backed up. Got to make...
And he loses the ball deep in his own end. And the ball will bounce out of bounds on the fumble.
Man, that's one of those where you just go, dadgummit, if we had a little bit more space. Nice job creating the fumble, but just running out of real estate, not able to land on it. Man, you just get a little bit frustrated because you wanted that turnover. You caused the fumble. You just couldn't secure it.
And he's down right there. Picked up a few, but still some work to do to get a 1st down.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarter.
Hit the afterburners, kid. The 30. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Flushed out of the pocket. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bears are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw. It's Bennett. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. It's a reverse. Runs through a tackle. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And he gives himself up, but not before he moves those sticks. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They'll go to the air. Let's it fly. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Bears!
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Not much drives more anxiety than waiting to see if the hands team can corral the onside kick, and they do. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes if you do choose to rub a little salt in and keep chucking and keep scoring. I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it.
Open runway ahead. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their fourth straight win. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff team has the ball teed up, and they're about ready to go. On the move from inside is 5. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Not a lot of hope here, down 3 possessions late.
No, and I love this part as a pass rusher because I'm just pinning my ears back.
Picked off.
Heat up them pass rushers, bringing them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost done.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day. And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
You've got to make the opponent pay for turning the football over. And while this team would have liked to have scored a touchdown off that pick, I think they're pretty happy getting the field goal.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Going to try to get it himself. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. They get the timeout called. 11 seconds remaining to play. Back to pass. It's Bennett. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. You make up the game plan, and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. He's looking downfield to throw. Coming after him. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. The Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. The punt can bail them out. Here's the punt, and it is not a very good one. A short punt. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.